Hey ladies, today we are doing a follow along active recovery yoga flow guaranteed to help you recover after your workouts faster, open your hips, and give you better spine and hip mobility. The secret to deeper squats and recovering between workouts fast are these movements. So follow along because I know you train hard and you want your body to feel great, and this workout does just that. So grab a mat and a towel and let's get started. Standing in mountain pose with your feet one fist distance apart, tuck your pelvis under to make sure there's no arch in your lower back and roll your shoulders down and back. With your arms at your sides and fingertips reaching for the ground, let's take 3 deep breaths here together. On your next inhale, move your arms up overhead. On your exhale, drive your elbows down, opening your chest and squeezing your shoulder blades together for 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drive your elbows down. 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drive your elbows down for 3. Inhale, reach up. And on your next exhale, swan dive down into a forward fold. Take a breath here and then roll up like a rag doll, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now take a big inhale and reach your arms up overhead. Exhale and swan dive down into your fold. Widen your stance here to about shoulder width. Place your left hand in the center and twist and rotate your shoulders to reach up to the sky with your right hand, bending into your left knee and holding here for 10 seconds with me. Rotate back down into your forward fold and move your right hand to the center, rotating up the opposite direction, bending into the right knee and reaching your left fingertips up to the sky. Breathing in and out here for 10 seconds. Rotate down, let your head hang heavy, and roll up like a rag doll with your head coming up last. Now find an all fours position on your mat. Wrists under shoulders and your knees under your hips. With a neutral spine, begin inhaling, arching your back, letting your belly drop and look up. Exhale, round the back, push the earth away from you, tuck your tailbone and chin for 1. Inhale, look up, let your shoulder blades depress. Exhale, round and stretch your back wide, tuck your chin and pelvis for 2. Coming back to a neutral spine, lift your leg out behind you and your right arm out in front of you, holding here for 10 seconds. Coming back to neutral and switching sides, right leg back and left arm forward, holding here for 10 seconds. Your left bicep should be right at your left ear and a solid straight line from your fingertips to toes, breathing. Great job. Now, sit your hips back to your heels. Begin walking your hands out forward as far as you can reach them. Elbows straight, your biceps at your ears, and your forehead gently touching your mat. This is an active resting position, always reaching your fingertips forward and tailbone back, breathing and holding here for 15 seconds. Now reach both arms over to the left side of your mat, keeping your shoulders down and feeling a huge stretch along the right side of your torso, holding for 10 seconds. Moving your hands to the right side of your mat and stretching the left side of your body for 10 seconds, breathing in and out through your nose. And finally, back to center for one last active stretch here, inching the fingertips forward and reaching the tailbone back. Beautiful. Now, curl your toes under and lift your hips up to the sky into a downward dog, walking your knees out, getting loose in this position. Your palms are pressing into the mat, your ears are at your biceps, and I like to shake my head no here to keep the strain out of the back of my neck. Leaving your hands and feet right where they are, bend both knees together, hovering just above your mat in a bear hold for 10 seconds with me. Back in your downward dog, widen your feet toward the edges of your mat and move your right hand to grab your left ankle or anywhere on your left lower leg, keeping your left arm straight and your hips square. Hold this here and breathe for 10 seconds. Unwrap, switch hands, and reach for the right leg with your left hand for 10 seconds more with me. And finally, back into your downward dog. Bringing your knees back to the mat into your all fours position, move your left foot forward right outside of your left hand. From here, rock back and forth to loosen up in this position. Let's open our hips just a bit. With your left hand, push against the inside of your left knee, coming to the outside edge of your left foot. Now, bring your right hand to the center and rotate your body to the left and all the way up. Keeping your right hand flat on your mat, left fingertips to the sky, and your shoulders stacked. If it's comfortable, gaze up at your left fingertips, holding here, breathing for 10 seconds. Finding neutral again, now bring your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. Continue to rock back and forth. Then, pushing the right knee away by coming to the outside edge of your right foot. When you're ready, move your left hand to the center and rotate to the right, stacking the shoulders and reaching up to the sky with your right hand for 10 seconds. Rotate down, move the right leg back, and find all fours again. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high, and come up into a downward dog. Walk your knees out, shake your head no a few times, and actively reach your heels toward the floor. Now, lift your left leg up high and sweep it forward, stepping through to the outside edge of your left hand, finding yourself in a runner's lunge position. Practice bending and straightening the knee here, also coming to the outside edge of the left foot to push the left knee away and open the hips. Move your right hand toward the center and rotate your body to the left and all the way up, keeping your right hand flat on the mat, left fingertips to the sky, and shoulders stacked. If it's comfortable, gaze up at your left fingertips, holding here, breathing for 10 seconds. Slowly rotate down, moving the left leg back to meet the right, and find downward dog again. Lift your right leg up high and then sweep it forward, stepping through to the outside edge of your right hand into the runner's lunge position on the opposite side. Bend and straighten the right knee here and push your right knee away, coming to the outside edge of your right foot. Move your left hand to the center and rotate your body to the right and all the way up, keeping your left hand flat on the mat, right fingertips to the sky, and your shoulders stacked. If it's comfortable, gaze up at your right fingertips, holding here, breathing with me for 10 seconds. Slowly rotate down, moving the right leg back to meet the left, and find downward dog again. Back into your all fours neutral position, bring the left foot forward into a half kneeling position and grab a towel or extra mat to pad your right knee. From here, place both hands on your left knee and rock back and forth to get comfortable. Bring both arms up overhead, grab your right wrist with your left hand and bend over to the left side, keeping your shoulders squared forward and right bicep at the right ear. Holding here, breathing for 10 seconds. If you'd like, you can add in an optional quad and hip flexor stretch here. Place your left hand on your knee and grab the top of the right foot with your right hand. Once balanced, lean forward to stretch the quad and hip flexor for 10 seconds. Release the right leg and straighten the left leg and sit back toward your right foot with the toes of that foot tucked under. Hands on either side of your lower left extended leg as you lean forward, nose to toes, stretching the entire back side of the left leg. Come back up, move the left foot back to meet the right into your all fours position. Switching sides, move the right foot forward into a half kneeling position, both hands on your right knee, and rock back and forth. Bring both arms up overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand and bend over to the right side, keeping your shoulders squared forward and left bicep to the ear. Holding here, breathing for 10 seconds. To add in the optional quad and hip flexor stretch, place your right hand on your knee and grab the top of the left foot with your left hand. Lean forward to stretch the quad and hip flexor for 10 seconds. Release the left leg and straighten the right leg to sit back toward your left foot with the toes of that foot tucked under. Hands on either side of your lower right extended leg as you lean forward, nose to toes, stretching the entire back side of the leg. Come back up, move the right foot back to meet the left into your all fours position. Remove the pad and sit your hips back to your heels, sitting upright tall and open your knees wide. Gently bend forward, walking your hands out to the top of your mat, placing your forehead softly on the mat with your arms extended and ears at the biceps. Continue inching your fingertips forward and reaching your tailbone back, breathing here for 10 seconds. Rise back up into all fours for a moment, and then bring your left leg forward with a bent knee and your foot pointing to the right side. The outside edge of your lower left leg should be perpendicular on your mat as you extend your right leg all the way back, top of the right foot on the floor. You can hold here with your torso upright and palms flat on the mat, or you can lower down, bringing your forearms to the mat. Breathe into this stretch for 10 seconds. If you'd like, you can add in another optional quad and hip flexor stretch by reaching back for your right foot with your right hand, squaring your shoulders and hips forward, torso upright. Release the right foot, slowly bring the left leg back to meet the right into all fours. Now bring your right leg forward with a bent knee and your foot pointing to the left side. The outside edge of your lower right leg should be lying perpendicular on your mat as you extend your left leg all the way back, top of the foot on the floor. Hold here, either upright and palms flat, or to your forearms, breathing for 10 seconds. If you're adding in the optional quad and hip flexor stretch here, reach back to your left foot with your left hand. Keep your shoulders and hips squared, torso upright. Release the left foot, sit down toward the right side of your mat, and bring both legs out in front of you. Grab your yoga strap, towel, or band. Move the fleshy part of your glutes out from under you so that you feel like your sit bones are sitting on the ground. Wrap your band around both soles of your feet and take a big breath in, sitting up tall, and on your exhale, bend the elbows and pull your nose to your toes. Continuing this pattern of inhaling to lengthen the spine and exhaling to stretch deeper here for 15 seconds. Release the band, scoot your butt to the center of your mat, and lay down flat on your back. Bring your left knee up to your left armpit, pulling it in with both hands together. Both hips, both shoulders, and your lower right leg should be touching the ground here. Release the hold and bring your knee over to the right side, guiding it with your right hand, twisting your spine. Again, both shoulders, especially your left shoulder right here, should be flat on the mat. Extend your left arm out straight to the left, and your head or your gaze should be over toward your left fingertips. Release this twist, bring your left leg back down and your right knee up to your right armpit, pulling that knee in with both hands together. Hips, shoulders, and lower left leg touching the ground. Release the hold and bring your knee over to the left side this time, guiding with your left hand, twisting. Make sure that your right shoulder is on the mat while you extend your right arm out straight to the right and gaze over your right fingertips. Release this twist and bend both knees with your feet flat on the mat together. Grab your band and move your heels closer to your hips. Begin to raise your hips up and grab both ends of that band underneath your hips. Scoot your shoulder blades as close together as you can, your arms straight, and push your hips up as high as you can to the sky with your chin tucked. Your toes should be pointed straight ahead with your knees and feet equal distances apart. Lower your hips, release the band, and straighten your legs. Relax here, however is comfortable. Next, grab your band and find a wall and a clear space for you to lie down with your legs going up the wall. Scoot your hips all the way to the wall. Legs up the wall and lay down on your back. Pause here for a moment. One hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale through your nose and feel your belly followed by your chest rise. Exhale through your nose and feel your belly and then your chest fall. Now, with your hands down at your sides, slide both feet down the wall as far as you can, bringing your feet as wide as possible while keeping the soles of your feet flat to the wall. Feeling your hips open, place your elbows inside your knees to gently push your knees open, working on the hips while keeping your lower back flat to the mat. Holding here, breathing for 10 seconds. Release your legs back up the wall. Grab your band and place it around the sole of your left foot. Hold the band strong with your left hand, and with a straight left leg, guide your leg out to the left side of your body, keeping your hips and both shoulders touching the ground. Remember to keep your lower back on the mat and your right leg up the wall. You can put your right arm out to the side of your body for balance here. Breathing for 10 seconds. Slowly guide your left leg back up to meet the right. Switch the band to your right foot and guide your straight right leg out to the side with your right hand. Left arm out flat for support, and remember to keep your butt to the wall. Gently coming back up, release the band, place both arms at your sides and both legs up the wall. Now bend your left knee, placing the left ankle on the right thigh. Bending your right knee as much as you need to be comfortable here. You want to find a spot for you where the bottom of your right foot is flat on the wall, sliding it down inch by inch, feeling a wonderful glute stretch on the left side. Holding it here, breathing for 10 seconds. Now bend the right knee and place the right ankle on the left thigh. Bending your left knee while keeping the bottom of your left foot flat, sliding the foot down inch by inch, stretching the right glute. Both hips flat on the ground. Holding here for 10 seconds. Release this and let both legs go up the wall. Make sure your sit bones are touching the wall and let both of your arms fall down to your sides naturally with your palms facing up. This is your final resting position in today's Jessie's Girls yoga practice. You can stay here as long as you wish. All right, guys, I hope you feel as amazing as I do after that workout. You guys did awesome. Thank you so much for following along with me. If you loved this workout, make sure you check out all of the Jessie's Girls training programs at jessiefitness.com. And if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss my next workout. I'll see you guys later.